Hey guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa, herzlich willkommen. So guys, update on DJT, Trump Media and Technology, aka the Donald Trump stock. We have here our pump already more than 100%, guys. You can see we are still gapping up here in the pre-market, so I will give you here an update based on the chart. This is of course not financial advice. Yeah guys, we had just one significant price level where I said we expect a resistance to happen. I will enable now my drawings. If you didn't see my previous videos on DJT, guys, I can just recommend to check them out. We know that the price level here, at least what I identify here in the chart, $23.84. This pink line is more or less something like a main resistance, and you can see that we slightly, I zoom in, slightly closed over this price range yesterday, and now we are gapping up. It is good, guys, when you want to see something like a squeeze, that the price is gapping up and that you leave some significant algo, let's call it resistance levels here to get the next stage here for a squeeze. But don't forget, guys, every time when we gap up, we leave a gap to the downside, and these gaps have to get filled. So if we continue to start trading, the pre-market says $25, but of course we don't know if the stock will trade at $25 when the market opens. But for now, we can see that the main resistance, or I call it the make it or break it price levels here for DJT, at least in favor for the next squeeze stage here, is $23.84. So let's check the 4 hours chart, what kind of price action we had. Yes, guys, and when we see that here, you can see even in the 4 hours chart, that is very beautiful, because here the 4 hour chart candle said we closed exactly over this price range here. And this second candle here in the yesterday's aftermarket or in the normal trading sessions, you can see that we have a full candle body over this line, and again with a confirmation candle here, and now we even gapping up. So that looks not bad, but as I said, guys, we have of course open down gaps here, and these gaps need to get filled. So sooner or later we will even come down here in the $16 range or lower for DJT. But now we can talk about the next squeeze price level, since we have here a bullish breakout. So let's check what the chart is saying, and what we also can see without the drawings here. Let me switch off that for a second. Every time when DJT has these kind of knives here, this kind of huge sell-off here, they're calling here, it's called a knife price action here. You can see that we have these kind of rebounds incoming. It was the same here, it was the same here, and here again you can see we have several gap downs here. Here, gap down, here was one gap down, here was the second gap down. We have a lot of gap downs here. Already was one attempt to gap the price down. Here was an open gap. So you can see that the market makers create this kind of panic or sell-offs here, and then the reaction on that is a squeeze. And as I said, in total we squeezed here already over 100%, guys. I released my Trump video here on that day, so I already said that I expect a squeeze to happen. Please prepare. I wish, guys, I wish that we would come down a little bit more, because we have still open down gaps at $10 and a little bit lower. This is my still my liquidity zone where I will buy many shares of DJT. This is not financial advice, but we have open gaps here, and this was already a first attempt to close these gaps. So we have open business here in the chart, and even if everything looks now for a squeeze, it is the possibility or the potential that we come down here to $10 and lower is very high. So I never recommend to FOMO in, but this is your decision how you want to trade. I released my video here on that day because I said we are here at a very significant price level and could see a squeeze, and you can see just one day later after I released the video, the squeeze started, guys. So what are the price levels now to the upside? When we see what DJT is doing, when I disable one more time here the indicators, or the drawings, better to say the drawings, the indicators, we can leave them in the chart. Then you can see that here everything over, as I said, $24 in that range acts like a squeeze trigger. We squeezed once, we squeezed twice, we squeezed 3 times. Every time when we hit this price level, that's why we have to wait if we really can go over this price level. The only resistance that we have right now here is the EMA 200 day line, and this the black line here in the chart, guys, and this one is waiting here at $28. It is possible that we see a rejection there, but when we see how DJT squeezed in the past, it is of course a strong resistance, but that doesn't mean that the squeeze will stop there, in my opinion. This is what I see. I don't focus too much on EMA lines, to be honest, guys. Yeah, a lot of traders or beginners doing that. I don't do that. But what I expect to happen here, that if we can find support here at $23.84, and it looks like that we have that now here with the gap up in the pre-market, then I expect the price to go here back in the $33 range or even $35. This is my price goal here for DJT before we may see a sell-off incoming. And then, as I said, as soon as we close the lower price levels, guys, we could even see a bigger squeeze. I love that volume here, that we have a lot of green volume incoming. As I said, that was very predictable. That's why I released my video here on DJT already by the end of September. And I think there will be even a bigger squeeze later coming. I don't know if this will be here the big short squeeze. The reason why I don't think that is that we had this Fibonacci level here, the 1618 level at $17.40. And this is, in my opinion, a fake out. So what we right now see here, in my opinion, is a technical reaction which has the purpose here to retest the previous price levels and retest the golden pocket. Same like we had here, this huge, a huge shakeout here with this price action. Then we retested all the levels and you can see, boom, big sell-off incoming. That's why, guys, I never recommend to FOMO in here. This stock dropped 74% after that. And this is what I expect to happen here, that we come back down in this price range. This is a very strong resistance. $33 is a very strong resistance. If we really want to squeeze higher than $35 or $37, we need a lot of volume. But if we find volume, if we're still gapping up, then even $50 and higher are possible here for DJT, guys. Yeah, it looks very, very bullish, to be honest. But as I said, I stick to my strategy. I know how trading works, guys, and these are technical reactions here, and it is very dangerous when you FOMO in, yeah, because that could mean that you have here, when we just measure this price action here that was here by the end of July, and then the technical reaction is now here in September. So you can see more than 2 months, you just lose your money when you FOMO in and buying at the wrong spots. That's why I released my video here, because that was a very good point to buy in. And you can see everybody who watched my video and decided here to take a position is already here 100% in profits, guys. Yeah, I always try to predict short squeezes here on my channel. Of course, the main purpose is to educate you in trading. That's why I show you here a lot of chart techniques also for DJT and a lot of other short squeeze plays. I have a lot of tickers in my pocket which have high squeeze potential, guys. I release every week my so-called hot stocks, and just this week we had again here a 218% squeeze, and this ticker is still squeezing. It could be that it squeezed even higher. But as you can see, I released my video here on Sunday, and then just 2 days later, this ticker started to pump exactly also here in the liquidity zone, which I described here. And this is, yeah, also just one short squeeze, which we have here. And almost every week, one of my hot stock is squeezing, or my swing trade alerts, which I post on Patreon. Last week, the same, guys, yeah, video release, green liquidity zone, boom. And then 3 days later, this ticker started to squeeze, and even 236%. So it is possible to predict squeezes here. As I also said that here for DJT, we have a high potential to see a squeeze. If you also want to see the other short squeeze plays, you can join in here our trading community. The most popular membership which I have is the Patreon full package membership. We have many members here, guys, and growing every day. And you get, of course, access to all my member videos, to the hot stock videos, and to my trading alerts, which I post on Patreon. These are screenshots with also swing trade squeeze tickers, where I show you buying, liquidity zones, exit price levels, stop loss price levels, and so on. Everybody's welcome here, guys, to join in. It doesn't matter if you are beginner or advanced trader. The links to my memberships are here in the video description, guys. Yeah, and last but not least, if you want to copy my price levels here from the chart, I will disable the indicators here for a second, guys. I think the most important price level which you need to know is for now $23.84. Very important that we stay over this price level. Then, as long as we stay over this price level, the squeeze is still active. $33 and $50 are very strong resistance. I expect the price to go between $33 and $37. So I will draw for you here a liquidity zone, because this is, in my opinion, the landing zone here before we see a correction incoming for DJT. Let's mark that here in red color. Zack, zack, zack. So, And this is everything based on TradingView, guys, what you see here. I use this program for all my trades and all my videos. So if you also want to get that program, you can use my discount link here available in the video description. If you use that link, you save $15. And I always recommend the premium tier. This is good for beginners and advanced traders. Guys, thank you so much for your time. If you like this content here, if you don't want to miss any updates on DJT or my other short squeeze stocks, please hit the like and subscribe button right now. I thank you for watching, and being that said, see you in the next video. Arigato gozaimasu, vielen Dank, alles Gute, viel Erfolg beim Traden und viel Erfolg mit DJT. Bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.